Do you think Ukraine is moving in the right direction in terms of reforms?
It's a difficult question to answer because it depends which stratum of society you're looking at. If you only look at the apex of power, you would have to say, in line with what Ukrainians themselves say, that the progress is not fast enough. However, if you look at the grassroots and you look at local government and local activism, things are moving actually pretty quickly.
What are the main obstacles to reforms in Ukraine?
In a transition like this, where you have deeply entrenched vested interests, you have a minority of people with a lot to lose, or they think they have a lot to lose from change, and then you have a majority of people with a lot to gain from change. It tends to produce a struggle a bit like this, and that struggle can continue for some time. What's really needed is for both sides to take an enlightened view of their own interests and of the country's interests, and to find a space where there is both give and take. I think that will happen in due course. It's more difficult when you're in a heated political environment with elections that's going to happen some point in the next year or so.
How can the West best help Ukraine?
I think that the West should defend the progress already made. I think the West should speak up for international standards and should speak against anti-competitive practices in the political sphere. I think the West can actively support both political party development in its broadest sense and civil society development, and is doing so, but that support needs to be sustained over time. And I also think that economic help for Ukraine and Ukraine in relation to the conflict is very, very important.